Good morning, dear children. Today, in lesson number 9, hydrogen, I will explain you about hydrides. Dihydrogen under required conditions form hydrides. Almost all elements except noble gases. It forms hydrides with all the elements except the noble gases. It can be written as in the form of EHX, like if I write MgH2, then NaH, then LiH, then BeH2, etc. Okay, so it is in the form of EHX or EMNH, यानी दोनों नंबर अलग अलग stoichiometry. So B2H6. Okay, so this is the hydride of boron. Hydrides are divided into three parts. Three divisions are there. One is ionic or saline hydride, one is covalent or molecular hydride, and third one is metallic or non-stoichiometric hydride. Saline यानी ionic यानी group 1 and group 2 electropositive elements. So you see, ionic hydrides, when S block elements form hydrides, that is electropositive elements form hydrides. They are also known as stoichiometric compounds. ठीक है, but significant covalent nature is also observed in lighter metal like lithium hydride, beryllium hydride, magnesium hydride. Children, if you remember, all these are also we have read in where electrons are less with the central atom. Octet, we have read this in where electrons are less with the central atom. Like if I talk about LiH, so Li will have only 2 electrons. Okay, so this was the exception to the octet rule. Lewis dot structure, if you remember, the exception to the octet rule. Like LiH, if I write here, if I show you, so Li and H. So one electron in the outermost, one electron of hydrogen. So hydrogen is having 2 electrons, but lithium is also having only 2 electrons. Okay, so when it has only 2 electrons, so the octet of lithium is not completed. Therefore, it is deficient. So it was an exception to octet rule. Which hydrides are polymeric in nature? The answer will be BeH2 and MgH2. They are present in the polymeric form. Ionic hydrides are crystalline in nature. They are non-volatile and non-conducting in their solid state. Molten state में वो conducting हो जाते हैं, but in non-conducting in their molten state. And ionic hydrides are non-volatile. यही चीज़ when we will read about the covalent hydride, then we will read that they are volatile in nature because they are covalent. But right now, ionic hydrides are non-volatile and non-conducting. Correct? Though they are non-conducting in their solid state, but when they are in their melt, but their molten form conduct electricity, and on electrolysis they liberate H2 gas at anode, which confirms the presence of H minus ion. On electrolysis they will liberate H2 gas at anode. H2 gas, that means H minus ion was present. Now you can ask teacher, H minus ion कैसे हुआ? तो ये जो elements है बेटा, ये Li, Be, Mg, ये सब क्या हैं? इलेक्ट्रोपॉजिटिव एलिमेंट्स हैं. तो इनके साथ जब मेटेलिक हाइड्राइड में हाइड्रोजन का -1 होता है, हमने रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन में भी पढ़ा है. ओके, हाइड्रोजन शोज -1 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट इन मेटेलिक हाइड्राइड्स. देयरफॉर इट शोज दैट H minus ion is present in these hydrides. So 2H minus ion in the melt will give us H2 gas, and this H2 gas confirms that H minus ion is present. These saline hydrides react violently with water and produce H2 gas. So sodium hydride with H2O will violently react and it will give NaOH and H2 gas. LiH is unreactive at moderate temperature with O2 and Cl2. All hydrides do not show the same character beta. LiH, lithium hydride, is unreactive at moderate temperature with O2 and Cl2. उसके साथ this will not give reaction. So it is used for synthesis of another useful hydrides like LiH when it reacts with AlCl3, इसका ये डाइमर है बेटा. AlCl3 क्या है? डाइमर of AlCl3. Then only dimer means 2 units are joined, Al2Cl6. So when LiH reacts with Al2Cl6, it will give us lithium aluminium hydride. This compound is known as lithium aluminium hydride. This is a strong reducing agent, used as a strong reducing agent, and lithium chloride is formed. Similarly, lithium hydride when it reacts with B2H6, it will give us, actually ये बोरॉन ट्राईहाइड्रेट होता है, BH3 का डाइमर है. So B2H6. So it will give lithium borohydride. This compound is known as lithium borohydride. Correct? Second type of compound is covalent or molecular hydride. So in covalent and molecular hydride, some of the covalent or molecular hydrides are, अभी हमने ionic पढ़ा, now covalent or molecular hydrides, CH4, NH3, H2O, HF, etc. So most of the p block elements form compounds with dihydrogen. p block elements के साथ, like ये सारे p block हैं, दिख रहा है तुमको, ये सब p block elements हैं. Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, carbon. Carbon is for group 14, group 15, then oxygen group 16, and fluorine is group 17. So most of the p block elements form compounds with dihydrogen. As they are covalent, so they are volatile. And ionic में क्या हमने पढ़ा? Non volatile. ये 3 types के hydrides होंगे: electron deficient, electron precise, and electron rich. Electron deficient means it will be formed with group 13 elements. One example is B2H6. So if you form B2H6, you will see that, if you will draw the structure, you will be more clear. B, H, 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 and H. Boron, atomic number 5. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. So outermost में 3 electrons. Okay. So it is a 3 electrons, 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond, 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond. Hydrogen has 2 electrons in all. Hydrogen has 2 electrons, but what about boron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 electrons are there with boron. Similarly, this boron also has 6 electrons. Therefore, it is said that it is electron deficient. If I talk about electron precise, means जितने electron होने चाहिए octet उतना complete हो रहा है. Like C, H, 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 H. Carbon 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron, 4 electron, because carbon is tetravalent. Outermost of it 4 electrons. Hydrogen 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you see, hydrogen has got its duet configuration. Hydrogen 2 electrons, hydrogen 2 electrons, hydrogen 2 electrons. Carbon, it needs octet to complete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So carbon is also getting its octet configuration. Therefore, this is the compound of electron precise type hydride. Now comes electron rich. In electron rich, we can take example of H2O, then ammonia, then if I take the example of lone pairs are there, so H2O हो गया, ammonia, and if I write here PH3, etc. So if I show you the example of H2O, so let me tell you H2O, H, O, 1 electron, 1 electron. Oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know that oxygen has 6 electrons in the outermost orbit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1 electron has made bond with these are 2 hydrogen, but still Oxygen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 2 extra pairs of electron. So it is known as electron rich hydride. Electron rich hydride. 2 lone pairs of electron. What are lone pairs of electron? They do not take part in the bond formation. So 2 are there. If I show you the example of ammonia. So ammonia, nitrogen, outermost orbit, how many electrons? 5 electrons. 7. So 7 is the configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So outermost 5. So 1, if I make the bonds H, H and H. So 1 electron it has shared like this, 1 electron it has shared like this, 1 electron it has shared like this. But still nitrogen 3 and 2, 5. One more pair of electron is extra. So this is known as electron rich hydride. Okay. So how the question will be asked, and how many lone pairs are there? 1 lone pair which has not taken part in the bond formation. So how many types of covalent hydrides are there? Yeah, molecular hydrides are there. They are 3. Electron deficient, where octet is not completed. Electron precise, where octet is completed, and both of them have got the configuration of noble gas. And electron rich means extra electrons are also present. Like I showed you the example of H2O, 2 lone pair of electron are present. Then NH3, 1 lone pair of electron are present. Okay. Now next part in the next lecture. Thank you.